This conference will now be recorded.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Hi everybody. Thanks for participate in online training. I'm Yana, organizer for our training today. Before we start, I will share with you the tentative program. Attention to all participants need to participate in online test. And also you have to fill in the questionnaire given after finish your test. That's all. Then I will pass to our moderator. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? The presentation is about to begin. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to this presentation. Before I start, allow me to give some instruction on our topic for training today. The government places great emphasis on the efficiency of the department or government agency in delivering services to the people. The ability of a department or agency to deliver services, make decisions, and execute transaction quality independent on the extent of the information required to be created, stored, archived, and used. Most of the information produced is contained in the record maintained by department or agency. In addition, the government also emphasizes on integrity public services. The core to integrity is accountability and transparency of the public service. Integrity can only be expressed through complete, authentic, easily accessible, and used records. The importance of information and records is well understood by the department or agency. However, there are still weaknesses in terms of obtaining complete information and records required while making research, planning, implementation, monitoring, and even more unfortunate in making a decision. Therefore, the record is a source of information and documentary evidence to official business of the government should be managed efficiently and orderly in connection with hereby the principles and course set out in the management policy. This government record must be compiled with by every government or agency. In this occasion, we would like to have a presentation from Madam Nur Dilaila binti Muhammad Saleh and Mr. Muhammad Aizat Irfan bin Zamri. Before the presentation begins, allow me to introduce the presenters. I'm going to start with Madam Nur Dilaila binti Muhammad Saleh. She will share the topic of government document policies, and Mr. Muhammad Aizat Irfan bin Zamri will be share topic for record management. Without further ado, I would like to welcome the presenter to deliver the presentation. All right, Madam Nur Dilaila, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Zeti, for inviting me today. Okay, I would like to share with you my topic today. Can you see my slide, everyone?
Yes, yes.
Yes, all right, thank you.
Yes, can see.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, on behalf of my company, Training Education, I would like to welcome you today. For those who don't already know me, my name is Nordila Binti Muhammad Saleh, and I will be your training today. I have experience in training for 10 years, and my expertise is the government document management. I'm here today to talk to you about government policies in document. Okay, my talk today is divided into the four main sections. First, type of record. Second, principal record and management program. Third, characteristic of a record. And the last one is benefit of record management. Okay, I will explain to you about government policies in document. All the element outlined is a part of our recommended to ensure that adequate records are created, captured, and managed. Procedure that help to ensure that a management of record according to the principle and element outlined. Okay, usually intended for use by a manager of organization, record, information and technology management professional, all other personnel in organization, and other individuals with the ability to create and maintain record. Okay, the first one is about correspondent record. Okay, correspondent record may be created inside the office or may be received from outside the office for example, letters, circular, memos, notice. Number two is accounting record. The record relating the financial transaction are known as a financial record. For example, a cash receipt, deposit slip, sale record, profit or loss statement. Number three is about a legal record. The record that meet the legal requirement of the organization are called legal record. They maintain the legal procedure and help in fulfilling the legal requirement and formalities. Their document involve memorandum of association, article of association, government rules and regulations. It can also be presented at the court. Number four is personal record. The record that are related to the personal organization is known as a personal record. It included personal history record, salaries and bonus to employees, their promotion and work history, history of administration, name, address, morality. The last one is a progress record, the record that gives the information about the progress of the organization or department is called progress record. It includes the record of sales, purchase, cost, budget, liquidity, and so on. Okay, and now let's take a look at the session number 2, principle of record management program. Okay, records are created, received, and used in the conduct of business activity. To support the continuity conduct of business, comply with the regulatory environment, and provide necessary accountability, organizations should create and maintain authentic, reliable, and usable records and protect the integrity of those records for as long as required. To do this, organizations should institute and carry out comprehensive record management program, which include number one is created, determine what record should be created in each business process and what information need to be included in the record. Number two is about deciding what form and structure record should be created and captured and the technology can be used. Number three is assessing the risk that should be implied by failure to have alternative record activities. Number four is organized record, deciding how to organize record as to support requirement for use. The next is about characteristic of record. Okay, of record is about authenticity. To ensure the authenticity of the record, organization should be implement and document policy and procedure which control the collection, receipt, transmission, maintenance, and dispersion of record to ensure that a record created are authorized and identified, and then records are protected against unauthorized addition, deletion, alteration, use, and concealment. Number two is reliability. A reliable record is one whose content can be trusted as a full and accurate representation of the transaction, activities, or fact to which they attest and can be depended occurred in the course, subsequent transaction or activity. The last one is about usability. A usable record is one of that can be located, retrieved, presented, and interpreted. It should be capable of subsequent presentation as a directly connected to the business activity or transaction that produced it. Okay. Adaptation 4 is benefit of record management. Okay, record management government that created both or the record manager and of any person who created or used record in the course their business activities. Record management in organization include number one is conduct business in an orderly, efficient, and accountable manner. Number two is provide consistency, continuity, and productivity in management and administrative. Number three is facilitate the effective performance of activities throughout an organization. Number four is provide continuity in the event of a disaster. Do you understand? Hello, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay,
Understand.
thank you. Thank you for responding. Okay, last one is I would like to bring the presentation to a close with the responsibility. That means my conclusion is an organization seeking to conform to this part should be established, document, maintain, and promulgate policies, procedure, and practice for the record management to ensure that its business needs for evidence, accountability, and information about its activity including the design, implementation, and maintenance of record system and their operation, and for the training user on record management and record system operated as the individual practice. Okay, and that brings us to the end. I would like to thank you for your time and attention today. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask now, and I will do my best to answer. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, Madam Dilaila Saleh. My name is Umul Atia. I'm a participant from Yayasan Terengganu. So now, from me, I have two questions. It's about implementing the policies during record management. So the first question is, what problems stand in the way of implementing policy? And the other question is, who was actually involved in implementing the policy? Very pleasure for you to answer my question. Thank you, Madam.
Okay, thank you, Madam Umu, for the question. Okay, for the question number one is about problems stand in the way of the implementing policy. Okay, for me, is some implementation problem identified in the study include corruption, lack of the continuity in government policies, inadequate human and material resources, all of which often lead to implementation gap. Let's say, for example, the widening of the distance between state policy goals and the realization of such a planning goals. Okay, for question number two is about who was involved in implementing the policy. Okay, actually the administrative agency are the primary actor in the public policy implementation. However, there are other factors and institutions are also involved in the process such as legislature, political, executive, and the court. I understand you semua with my answer.
So far, so good. So thank you so much for the brilliant answer. It's such a good information I got from you today. Thank you, Madam.
Okay, thank you to all to join my presentation today lah.
Thank you so much, Madam Nur Dilaila, for the informative and interesting talk. Next, I would like to welcome the second presenter to deliver the presentation. Mr. Muhammad Aizat, the floor is yours.
This conference
Aizat,
will
you
now be
continue.
recorded.
Next, I would like to welcome the second presenter to deliver the presentation. All right, Mr. Muhammad Aizat, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Madam Zeti, and thank you, Madam Yana, as an organizer, inviting me to deliver the training to all of you. Assalamualaikum, everyone. First of all, I would like to wish thank you for your participation in today's class. As all of you have known, today we are going to learn about proper record management, and I am going to be your trainer for this session. My name is Muhammad Aizat Irfan. I am from Mega G2 Academy, certified trainer in record management system. I had experience in training for 5 years, and my expertise is the record management system. So we will start our class now. Okay, how many of you have faced trouble in finding certain document just in because you can't recall what it is named? In today's class, you are going to learn about the importance of standardized document naming convention. What is naming convention? Naming convention is a consistent method for creating file name in your electronic device, such in your laptop or PC. Before naming a certain document, we should know there are three items which are number one, document subject, number two, document status, and the last one is this a record or revision. Next slide, please. For example, a file name, a contract version 1, 2, 3, final draft. It is not a specific and must require us to open the file to know what it is and waste the time. So the correct one, like this on the below, like the example, Yayasan Terengganu underscore contract negotiation underscore end date by the year. So these are three elements we should be added are number one, contract code, number two, contract subject, and number three is a contract date. Okay, next slide, please. This is a draft revision. If have revision that not finished and we not confirm yet, we will put REVA at the behind as a draft first. Means it is not a final yet. If it is a final, we will name the file at the behind REV0, and normally to secure the final draft, we will change the file into the PDF format. That's all from me. I open for any question from all of you. Thank you.
Hi, Mr. Isaac. My name is Aidil, and I have a question for you. So, why standardizing name is so important? Okay, thank you.
Mr. Aizat, are you there?
Yes.
Hello. So I just
Hello.
recap again the question
Hello.
from Mr. Aidil just now. Mr. Aidil asked you why is standardizing name is
Hello.
important. Hello, Mr. Aizat, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I just recap again the question from Mr. Aidil. He asked you why is standardizing name is important.
Okay, thank you, Madam Zeti. For question, Mr. Aidel, naming standardization is about making sure that the name is internally consistent. Each data type has the same content and format. Standardized values are useful for tracking data that isn't easy to compare with other data. Is it satisfied with you, Mr. Ideal? The answer?
Yes, Mr. Azad, I'm very satisfied with your answer.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Isaac, for the informative and interesting talk. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just to remind to all participants, please do scan QR code in order to answer online test that will be shared shortly. Once the online test has done, please proceed to fill up the questionnaire and submit to our organizer. Any question, please do not hesitate to contact the organizer immediately. Finally, we come to the end of our presentation. We would like to say thanks again to presenter for the informative and interesting talk and to the audience for the active participation. Hopefully, the presentation will be beneficial for everybody. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, moderator. Thank you so
Waalaikumsalam.
much for our trainers and participants. So that's all for our training today. Now, let me introduce my team. I'm Noliana as an organizer. The next is Zeti Narima as a moderator. Muhammad Aizat Irfan as a trainer. Nur Dilaila as a trainer. Aidi Ildaham as a participant. And Umu Atiyah as a participant. So my experience handle the training online as an organizer. This training session is one of the best to provide training for our staff with situations. Staff can attend the training wherever they be, and they can review the notes even the after training session. One of the best part is online training is we save costs for preparing training content, place and time. But few things must be take care of, such as participant attention and internet accessibility. But overall, this method can help the management to provide training for their staff. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Zeti Narima and I has assigned as a moderator. So I would like to share that the interaction between participants particularly need to be emphasized. Otherwise, the session is more like one-to-one session. This could be done through active interaction among members and this will ensure richness of data. The moderators also need to have the skills of facilitating dynamic discussion, able to stimulate participants while at the same time trying to make sure that the discussion is on track. In addition, the moderator needs to take care of the length of the discussion as not to exceed half an hour as time given. Thank you.
Okay, the challenge I have faced while conducting virtual training as a speaker is that I do not see a response from my participants. I mean, then do they understand my explanation or not? So how I overcome this problem is by personally interacting with the participant by asking them whether they understand or not with my explanation. So there is a two-way interaction between us lah. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am the challenge I have faced as a participant during working together for this project. is about adapting to use unfamiliar technology like what we all use right now for recording the meeting. Is GoToMeeting. It's a first experience for me and quite difficult to set up the meeting because we are having a problem with connection, and before we are started, it take a little bit time for the beginner like me using this app, but it's very easy app to have a online meeting. So that's my opinion. Thank you everyone for this good and exciting experience.
Hi. So, what I think is in the event of pandemic that we are experiencing right now, online training is a must because we don't have to be near each other. Okay, and this online training can be done outside our working time, like we are doing right now. It's 6:30 right now, and participant can be anywhere as we can take this online training on tablet, on PC, or on our phone, and it's easier to set up because it don't require a physical venue, and I have to. I agree with Yana. It's safe cost because it not required a training hall, and we don't have to print information, print information about the training, and also we don't have to get the banquet ready for the participant. Okay, thank you.
Hi, can you hear me? Okay,
Yes.
I'm Aizat. The challenge that I face in completing this program is to do a mock teaching as a trainer. This is because I have never experienced this situation before. One of the challenges that I face in completing this program is to ensure that the content of this video meet the requirement and guidelines state. To make sure that we meet the expectation, we have to do research on the content before we did this video. We also have briefed each other and perform multiple rehearsal to ensure everything runs smoothly. Thank you for me.
That's all from us. Thank you, madam.